Liz Cheney addressed those who have helped Donald Trump rise in power as she discussed the presidential race on The View. Liz Cheney's appearance on The View ahead of the presidential election addressed several different issues she has with Donald Trump and his campaign. She also her thoughts on those who have helped enable and support his time as a politician. Appearing on the show after initially being forced to reschedule her visit, Cheney was dramatically thrust into the election spotlight this week, not because of her support for Kamala Harris despite being a Republican. However, she was placed under the spotlight after a comment Trump made where he referred to her as a war hawk and said she should face a firing squad. The comment sparked dire warnings about his potential second term in the White House, and Cheney addressed it on social media for herself as well. Now, she also called out those who have helped him gain his platform and keep it over the years. She addressed the support he's received, despite his commentary and rhetoric, from other prominent Republicans like Kevin McCarthy, Mitch McConnell, and Steve Johnson, after Alyssa Farah Griffin talked to her about enablers. It's such an interesting thing, and I think he wouldn't be successful if he didn't have these enablers, she said. If he didn't have these people who try to sane-wash these things that he's saying. I think that it has really taught us a lot about some of the people that we have elected, she continued. It's taught us a lot about cowardice. Cheney added, I think that if you look at so many of the people who have stood up, it has been young women, and it's been brave and courageous women and men, people who have been willing to say, wait a minute, wait, I'm not going down that path of defending him. And I also think history is going to look back on this, and the people that have gone along, the people who have supported what he's saying every day, and what he'll do, they'll have to explain that to themselves. She also hinted that after the election was done, the Republican Party would be forced to reckon with itself as it potentially moved on from the division sowed within it between what are now known as the Reno Republicans and Trump and his MAGA supporters. I think the Republican Party, once we get through November, there's going to be a lot of changes that are going to need to be made, she said. Cheney was once one of the more prominent members of her party, but was ousted from her position as a representative from Wyoming after she voted to support Trump's impeachment after January 6.